That's a live look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Got a good one here today as part of our John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Series. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. On the return, here comes Emari DeMercado. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now a run with DeMercado. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Brissett. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now, 3rd down. And air it out on 3rd. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through, incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they were headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They go right back to Hall. Jukes away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
We certainly didn't have to wait long for some explosive plays, and this might just be the opening act because usually those explosive plays come through the air, not just on the ground.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, and they go right back to him. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hall. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Davis gets it from the gun. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. On the counter, Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Making the call himself. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. DiMercato bringing it back. Showing a little burst so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten their legs under him on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They send a tight end in motion. Completed over the middle. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw. It would stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun now for Brissett. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down, it's Brissett. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Brissett. He keeps it and takes off. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. It's caught by Harrison. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. On the ground, this is Knight. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. DiMercato does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of fronts that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
3rd and goal for Brissett. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals reach pay dirt for the first time this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Here's Taylor. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Still going past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets it upfield, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's Hall running his own read. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. It's going to cost him about a yard.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Brissett keeping this himself. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here's DiMercado. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Cardinals out for the punt. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. Finds him over the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. The Jets out to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
brings up second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Third and long for him here. Checks it down the hall. And he's finally caught after a big third down gain, but was one of his teammates caught by an official. We've got a flag down. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. That's Greg Dortch returning this for the Cardinals. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Setting up the screen here for Harrison. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
First down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We send one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Running is Knight. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Third and a lone yard coming up. DiMercado on the carry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's a game to DiMercado. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard. And you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Here he goes, third and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying.
The Jets take over.
The Jets offense now set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They give to Hall on the draw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Hall once more. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They'll go to the option on 2nd down. And he'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty. Here's Brissett to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. Up the sideline past the 25. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
The tight end in motion now. They'll run with DiMarcano. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. He lofts it deep right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
So once again, Matt Hawk out to punt this away. Back deep is Williams. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 25 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Hall running between the tackles. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
2 yards on
the Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Taylor. He'll try and run this. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5 block. That will bring up 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Dialing up a pass here on 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 28-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Taylor now. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. This is Nick Folk on for the Jets field goal. This from 35 yards away. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return starts from the goal line. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now, on behalf of all of us here at EA Sports, hope that you are having an excellent Thanksgiving day. And today, of course, also our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration across the NFL, where we recognize the impact John had on generations of football fans, from his days as the legendary coach of the Raiders, to his decades as a broadcaster, to his influence on new generations of fans as the namesake of our game. And all of us here proud to remember his impact on the sport. Oh, he's getting close, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Taylor. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Here's Taylor to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go right back to Hall. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Davis takes it straight ahead. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. He'll call his own number. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Hall goes up and over for the touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Aaron Glenn keeping his kicker on the sideline, Brock. He wants to here.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Those defenders, well, they're just as excited as all of us when we get to see a 2-point play. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and can energize the defense and give them that swag when the defenses stop them.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Dortch now to return it. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Going play action here. Brissett. Rolling left, buying some time. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They send the tight end in motion. A run here. This is DeMercado. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Shotgun now for Brissett. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. We try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
And that sack is a reminder why these offensive tackles get paid what they get paid and get drafted where they get drafted. Because to block the defensive ends in this league, Well, it's no fun.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Again to throw on 2nd. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Taylor. Connects with his back. Hall. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On the counter, Hall. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
This is Lazarn working the right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First and 10 from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is tough running when it's weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And all it can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Number sets on 3rd and short. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team on the field. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's good for a Jets.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Jets have multiple scores here and on their way to closing this one out. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. A toss right side to Hall. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I'm just looking at this hourglass of saying, Kate, and realizing there's not much time left for this team. But the only chance they had was to create a sack right there. Give a little momentum to their offense, who now has no margin for error. You got to go score.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Arizona offense about set to get going here.
24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
It's Knight on the carry. Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
We're set now on 1st and 10. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession. The intended target was his running back. So now it's 2nd and long. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. I'll take second down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Throwing now, Brissett. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Jets in the nickel, third down. Third and long for him here. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Their punter making his way out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And that one drawn up to perfection. They're going to down this one at the 5. The Jets out to begin another drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They run. Here's Hall. Up to the races, middle of the field. He has room past the 25. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
The double whammy of this one, Kate, is just where they were on the field. Mentally, defensively, it's almost like an 8-point swing, going from the chance at a safety in one end zone to watching them celebrate in the other one.
Folk with a point after. And the Jets go up by 19.
Jets 26, Cardinals 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Dortch now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Connects on the crosser. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Second down. Here's Brissett again. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. To the air on third and long. Chased out to his right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He's going deep. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. It's Hall on the carry. He dodged the tackle. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first two plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only one play away from putting points on the board.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Hall running his own read. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, here's Herbert. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch made. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets put up even more points in a win. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one splits the uprights, and the Jets grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Here's Brissett. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it, Drug. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. Oh, he gets it back. And he's able to advance it just a little bit after recovering that fumble, partner, so a costly mistake is averted.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
To the air yet again, Brissett. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Jets recover it. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Recovered by the Jets.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Flush, Taylor hit, and the ball is loose. And the Cardinals pick it up. And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal. DeMarcado on the carry. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
DeMarcado, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Now it's Brissett. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
DeMarcado. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Desperation time here on 4th. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create, and what a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Ryland now for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Cardinals get it back to a 19-point deficit.
14.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
They're going to pass it here. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. So the win goes to the Jets. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.